Oh, you guys did it.
Ain't got a care in the world, but got plenty of fear. Ain't got no money in my pocket, but I'm already here. And now the dudes are lining up, we got swagger. I'm kicking to the crowd, I'm feeling like Mick Jagger. I'm talking about getting drunk. Shut us down, the police shut us down, Popo shut us down. Don't stop, make the body, gentlemen, it's up to tonight. Lights till we see the sun, like TikTok. The body, but the party don't stop. Don't stop, make it pop, DJ Gomez, it's up to tonight. Lights till we see the sun, like TikTok. The body, but the party don't stop. You build me up, you break me down. You got that sound, yeah, you got me. With your hands up, you bring me down. You got that sound, yeah, you got me. With your hands up, with your hands up, with your hands up. Now the party don't start till I walk in. Don't stop, make it pop, gentlemen, it's up to tonight. Fight till we see the sun, like TikTok. But the party don't stop.
That's so awesome.
What's up, posers? We'll let that start off the beginning of the Suckerpunks Sacramento Acoustic Podcast.
Oh shit, we're
and I am here with Mr. Michael Boyd and Ryan Ferguson of S.T.R. Support the Rabbit.
Support the Rabbit.
How you guys doing?
Way the fuck down.
We're good.
I said it with an accent, alright? It's excusable.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
We're good.
Alright. So, I want to ask you guys, how long have you guys been in the music scene? What's been driving you guys?
How long have we been in the music scene? Like, with these bands, or?
How long? Okay, let's start with you. How long have you been in the music scene?
I started in 2001 or 2002, and then I dropped off in 2004. I quit completely. Like, when in 2001 I joined a band called Minus You.
Yeah.
Actually, at the time they were called Homeless Heroes, which was, we got sued. Yeah, who would have thought? And it was like really bad garage, like 182 pop punk. And that band, once we changed our name, we changed the sound. We became actually more like a hardcore band that makes like Sick with All and Slayer.
Yeah, nice.
So we played around, like, I mean, our shining moment was opening for DRI in 2003. That was sick.
That's not fun.
That's cool. And then the singer and I from that band, we started another band called Actions Aside in 2003, I think, the end of 2003 when Minus Two broke up. And yeah, we played.
What made you quit? What made you quit for that period of time?
Oh, well, you know, I kind of got sick of playing hardcore music for one. Like, I don't have, like, I still listen to hardcore. I just got tired of playing. Like, we were in the West Coast Worldwide thing.
Yeah.
With Mike, he still had that place on 16th Street. And I just got tired of it. I had a career job. I was going to Sac State. Just so much on my plate. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I stopped for a while. And then, after my career job decided to give me the boot because the economy took a shit, I decided, oh wow, I got all this unemployment and free time right now. I'm going to start a band. And then he contacted me and it started. So 4 years later, he and I put together one of the iterations that was like S.T.R. before S.T.R.
Okay, so how long have you and Ryan known each other?
2008?
Yeah.
2008. We met through Craigslist. No, it was July 2008.
Which is summer.
So I thought you said December. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now you could tell some story.
Music scene in general, or just that?
How long have you been in the music scene yourself?
Oh man, I don't know. I guess.
DC.
Yeah, since I was a kid.
In Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, Washington, D.C. I grew up out there. I lived a couple miles from the Discord house growing up. So I, when I was a baby, I guess, what's it called, minor threat was practicing back then. But when I got older, I used to watch Ian McKay and stuff, like walk to his house when he was in 2000.
Yeah.
And I watched him practice a couple times when I was a kid. I kind of got out of that scene though, and ended up more in the ska scene later on. Started hanging out with the Pie Tasters out there. And then started my own stuff like around 96, 97, started my first band, the Exits. It was very, very pop punk. And, like, yeah, we were very influenced by Blink-182 and Green Day and NoFX.
Yeah.
So
you said
you
you
both
first.
No, you guys didn't need to do that.
Yeah, no, I didn't live in DC.
Back in 96, 90s, I think it was 97. And then after that, around 98 or 99, joined Stomp Blue. And then started, the next year started Kid on Fire. And then I moved out here for a girl. Didn't work out, so I got stuck out here. And then I ended up in Red Flag Warning. And did that for a long time. It started out in like 2003, and then in 07, that band fell apart. So then I met him in 08, and you know the rest.
That's when S.T.R. started?
Well, that's when something
the first
started.
iteration.
Yeah. When we first started, we were called, and I came up with it too, so this is my bad. We were called Homeland Insecurity. And we tried to do the whole political thing, but we realized we didn't have any political songs. So we started writing political songs, which is a thing.
Yeah.
And then our drummer kept getting drunk, and that band broke up for a little bit. We put it back together, and that's when it became S.T.R. Yeah. So some of the songs came over from Homeland Insecurity, but some of them stayed. So it's a different band, but not really, I guess. So I mean, S.T.R's been around for 4 years, but it hasn't always been S.T.R.
Right.
It's been a couple of other things prior to that.
Yeah.
We didn't really start getting steam until 2010. I think. It was when we really were mostly Rhinestone, recorded, started playing shows and all that stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
I have a very interesting history.
No, it is. It is. Every history is very interesting. So you're in multiple bands right now.
More than I should.
Well, how many bands are you in
Right now, currently, I call it 2.5 because I'm not an official member of Kill Devil, but I'm pretty much acting like an official member of Kill Devil right now. I mean, it's probably going to be a full-time member relatively soon here. But yeah, I'm in S.T.R. I'm in Walking Dead, and I'm in Kill Devil, so to speak.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I pretty much just started off. Like the only thing that I was going to do in the beginning of Kill Devil was just play that Ace of Spades CD release shit. We wanted to sound really cool for that. And it just kind of kept escalating. I just kept playing more shows, practicing, learning more songs. Because I mean, I have really, really good TVs on. I keep watching the games. More like commercials. No, I just have really good kill. Like Alex and I are in 2 bands together.
Yeah.
So he's also in S.T.R. and I have good chemistry with his brother Ari, and Greg and I click really well. So it just kind of became like a semi-permanent fixture for me to just keep playing. Like I'm already in one band with Alex. And I can do nothing else.
Right.
Kind of like with Dre. I'm already in one band with him. Right. Might as well be in another.
Yeah,
band.
why not?
Yeah, why not? Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I'm a whore. I'm not gonna lie.
I've noticed Alex. He also, like you, makes his appearance in a lot of different bands. Like he likes to make his appearance in The Walking Dead for Cold Bricks.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah, he
a lot of
does,
fun.
and like it's kind of that's like a staple now for our live show. If Alex is there, hey,
He's
come
gonna do
sing
that.
this. Like we don't even sing half that song now. Just let him do it.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like Concert in the Park. Like we were like, it happened so many times. We're just like, you definitely do
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You know, just
why not?
like get up here and do it. Like I mean, I spend so much time with Alex now that it's just like, how could I not?
Exactly.
So, yeah, but I don't know, like, both Alex and I agree on one thing, it's like, we want to play music, so, you know, if I have the free time to do it, I'm going to do it, you know, if that means I have to be in more than one band, that means I have to be in more than one band.
Yeah.
If that means I have to be in more than 2 bands, That means I have to be in one of two bands. I have the itch. I gotta scratch it.
Exactly. I know what you're
So
saying.
that's pretty much what I do. And then people come up and like, how can you be in 3 bands? I'm just like, why aren't you in more than one band?
Right.
It's fun.
You enjoy playing music? Why
It's
not?
fucking awesome to just sit there and be like, look, I do all of this. This is my life. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, there's a real high. This is like a high euphoria you get off, especially when you have like a good show or you have like a good recording session. And it's just like it's an itch you can't scratch. You just keep. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
You can't stop playing music. So just keep playing it. Me and I, we're going to do a fourth project, him second.
Mm-hmm.
He's putting, Ryan Strummer thing's coming back.
Oh yeah, I do a solo act called Ryan Strummer, and I don't know. I need a second part to that, so he's gonna join up with me.
What do you guys do?
Everything.
It's just acoustic.
Just acoustic?
Acoustic stuff.
This is actually, like, the songs here will probably be like the first new Ryan Strummer performance. So
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So even though it's all
So
S.T.R.
I haven't played a show as Ryan Strummer in probably 2 years.
Yeah.
So
So you guys
I guess
think that you guys are
this
going to be a duo?
yeah,
Nice.
this will be the first like duo performance.
Well, like the thing is, like, anybody who knows Ryan and I, we're kind of like each other's right hand man, so to speak. Like,
Yeah.
if you watch us, like, I mean, I'm not trying to downplay anything other project that I do, but in S.T.R, like, he and I just have a chemistry that we can't ignore.
It's very easy for us to write songs together because we both pretty much think the exact same.
Yeah.
So if I write a song, he's like, I'm gonna play this. I'm like, that's what I was fucking
You guys can
thinking.
easily feed off of each other.
Yeah,
so that's always good.
That's why it's like, even though like past iterations of S.T.R broken up, it's always come back together because he and I we work so well.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's like a marriage.
Yeah.
This isn't a ring for me, this is a ring for Ryan.
You guys get a bigger tax break or something?
No.
Hopefully.
For a while there, we couldn't get married. It's sad.
Legally, a little more.
No, it's legal. It's legal.
Eat a chicken sandwich.
Okay. Fuck you. What's chicken sandwich have to do with it?
Everything, man, everything.
We won't go there. We'll leave in chicken sandwich land.
I
You guys got a song?
I do. Yes, all right.
I think we do.
You guys got a song to play for us, right?
Which one do we want to start off with?
I don't know.
See, Ryan writes all the lyrics, so he gets to explain what these fucking songs are about.
Well, what song we're playing first, and then
Let's do Leaving. Let's get the drop beat one out
There
there.
we go.
I hope
Breakdowns.
I hope I'm in
Breakdowns.
Play the first note so I can.
There you go, buddy. You can write the song and I have to.
So do I need to explain the words to the song?
Explain the tell
You
us
can give us a brief
Tell us.
explanation of what the song's about.
Basically, it's about an ex-girlfriend who decided she wanted to leave, and found out
That's
she
the title.
was cheating on me, so I wrote a song about it. And there's another song I wrote that's called Guilt Trip, and that one's more in your face about the same situation, but this
Yeah.
one's kind of like very. It's very vague the way I wrote this one.
Alright.
I guess.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's leaving.
She obviously she left.
She left.
She totally left. Oh, that's on left now, right?
Yes, yes. Past tense now.
Legally changed
Left.
now.
The song's called Left.
Left.
I thought we were playing right.
You guys played it right?
It sounds
I think so.
We mostly play left.
Yeah.
That was a terrible joke.
How do you guys feel about the Sacramento music scene?
I feel good about it.
Like, tell me.
Well, I mean, look, there's so much talent in Sacramento, I think is the first thing. Like, you go to any punch and pie show, basically, anything that Sean Hills puts together is just fucking quality.
Yeah.
You know? Like, just shows that I've played or shows that I've gone to, it's just like, I could make a whole list of Sacramento bands that I think are awesome, but we'd be here all fucking night.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I mean, like, Sacramento has really come up, because I remember for a while there, it didn't feel like much anything was going on here.
Yeah.
And there's certain key players who have really brought it back, like Sean Hills is one of them. I would say Danny Secretion's another one. Really, like Kid Fury from Rat Damage, he puts together a lot of cool shit. Like, I remember a year ago, for his birthday, he brought out Reagan Youth and a bunch of sick bands to the professional through Walking Dead on it, you know? I mean, these guys really put in some time and effort to try to make Sacramento punk something fucking rad to go to, something that you could be a part of. And, like, just huge props to those people. I think that, like, when you have people who are willing to give that much and ask so little in return, that's when you have a really strong scene, you know?
Yeah.
And Sacramento has that right now. It's really growing. It's really become something cool. Like, look at, like, Backmono Fest on Saturday. I was looking online and, like, almost 100 people have already RSVP'd to Luigi's.
Yeah.
That place is going to be fucking packed.
That place is gonna be really.
You know? Like, and Ken Deuce, I hope I pronounced it. I'm sorry, Ken. It's Deuce? Okay. Ken Deuce. You know, I mean, there's another one I forgot to mention when I was talking about it. He does so much shit, he's been out with comp. And you have people who do so much and ask so little in return, and bands working together trying just to make something out of this town. And that's Sacramento right now. Like, it's really cool to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Like, and like, people stick around, they watch your band, they don't just fuck off and do something else. Like, you know, I mean, how many times have, like, Walking Dead played last? And people stick around to watch. That's such an awesome thing to witness. It's like any band that can do that, any band that's experienced that knows how awesome it is to know there's people out there. They're going to stay till the end of the fucking show and watch every band that's there.
Yeah.
You know, and Sacramento has that.
Those are always great fucking loyal fans.
Go Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The scene is a lot bigger. Actually, I don't know if I could say it's a lot bigger, but it's more exposed as of lately because of all the hard work that Sean Hills and everyone has been putting into to help kickstart everybody and just bring everyone's name forward.
Yeah, dude, I mean, how many countless times that, like, I mean, Sean Hills will just send me an email with this S.T.R. one play.
Yeah.
Nothing required, no bullshit, nothing. He just
you don't have to sell 70 tickets.
Yeah, you don't have to sell 70 tickets. He's booking you because he really wants Sacramento to be awesome.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, like, that's a great fucking feeling. It's just cool to be a part of that. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, even if I'm only a part of it for like a year or two, I could be like, I was a part of that. And it was so cool to be with those people, be influenced by people, play with these people, and shit like that.
It's now a part of history.
Yeah, you know, and like Sacramento, like the rest of Sacramento can't ignore it now. Like that's what I saw with Concert in the Park. You had the Kevin Second show, you had the ADD show, and you had a lot of good bands on both of those bills. Like Sacramento can't ignore the fact that punk's a thing again here.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not just 3 chords bullshit. Like these bands are really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, yay Sacramento. I've never been more proud of you.
Ryan, how do you feel about the Sac scene?
I think it's doing a lot better now. Within the last, I would say, year or two, it's gotten a lot better.
Let me ask you, how do you feel about the Sacramento music scene compared to when you were still in the DC scene?
When I was in the DC scene, it was very punk out there.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, it was also very hardcore if you went, down into, like, Richmond, Virginia and all that kind of stuff. It's more hardcore down there. But, I mean, coming from that scene and when I came out here to Sacramento, at the time, Sacramento, the punk was not on the forefront when I first came out here, and I was feeling, I don't know, really homesick, pretty much, because like I'm looking for punk rock. Like, where's all the underground punk shows? And like, fucking, there's only like a handful to be seen, and
There was red tape.
yeah, there was red tape, and you know, which was a good band,
Yes.
I miss
really good
red tape.
band, but they were like one of the very few, like, you know, really good, or probably the very few only ones out there, you know. But yeah, in the last couple of years, people like Sean Hills and people from the Secretions and all those kind of people, they helped build it back up, and bands like The Walking Dead and Kill Devil and, you know, all those, yeah, it's been coming back.
My own guy just gave us flowers.
I'm just glad you can wear your own shirt.
Yeah, I almost did that. Actually, I don't have one of the Walking Dead shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, the punk rock scene out here was pretty stagnant and seemed like it was about to die till the last couple of years, and it's come back. It's not where I would like it to be yet, but it's definitely on its way there, and I'm happy about that. So.
A good point is, man, I remember when I was doing the West Coast Worldwide thing, like around the same time that you came out here. Like, West Coast was where I was at, because I didn't. Like, it was all hardcore, like youth group hardcore, or like tougher hardcore kind of stuff. Like, that was like as close to punk that I found at the time. I mean, I'm sure there was like shows and bands I didn't hear about or anything like that, but like it was happening at Mikey Hood's West Coast Worldwide around that time. Like, he had the shows. He was keeping it alive, you know, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Might have seen Mikey Hood. He put together a whole bunch of shows.
West Coast Worldwide was the shit.
He still does the deal.
Yeah, no, he still does. He still does a lot. You know, you can't. Unfortunately, I'm realizing how many people are forgetting to mention as we go through this.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another person like Mikey Hood. He's done a ton for punk and hardcore, dude.
Yeah, he booked.
Like Hoods is definitely a staple of what Sacramento is. You can't deny that.
Yeah. I remember when I Hate Everything was still a band. He booked us for a few shows, and I just
he
remember
didn't discriminate either.
Just remember,
he didn't care.
He loved our you know, ridiculously sounding band. He loved it. And, you know, we thought that that felt good coming from Mikey Hood. You know, his music is very like that
traditional New York style hardcore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was really cool that he really enjoyed our shit, because it's very collective sound, I guess.
I wish I could have seen your band. I like the name so much.
You probably would have liked it. I think you would have liked it.
Me.
Yeah. Because it's hard to get certain people on board with the way that it sounds, because it's very
a reunion coming up.
chaotic, and we're so trying to talk Graydon into doing it.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Why don't you take his place?
I don't know the tunes, I'm sorry.
You have to sing as well.
Oh. Have you heard me sing backups? That's the best thing in the world.
You'd have to sing an entire song.
Yeah.
He's not a backup singer. He was 50%
Have you
lead
seen me
singer.
live? Just curious.
Well, you haven't seen this live, so I don't think you would necessarily fuck it up.
Alright, so just go up there and sing out of tune. I can do that. Sing some nonsense.
One day.
I just want to be in a band called I Hate Everything. That's such a fucking rap name.
And everybody wanted to join that band.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, you are now looking. I would really just hit Graydon over the head with the club.
drag him back in.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to do. Honestly, everybody wants Graydon.
Just so I could see it once after that when you
Yeah.
So this is our MTV2 hit.
MTV2.
I don't know.
Unplugged.
Unplugged MTV2.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Everyone likes this song. I don't.
The S.T.R. song?
All we're playing tonight are S.T.R. songs. But yeah, I don't like this song. I mean, I like it, but I don't see the appeal. I'm not a pop guy, I guess, but at least that deep into pop. Ryan, go ahead. What inspired you to write this little tune? Avril Lavigne, New Kids on the Block.
No.
Chad Kroeger.
My last girlfriend.
Definitely not that.
My last baby mama. Yeah.
It's about her. The song's called Fuck You.
No, this is a very happy tune. In fact, you guys made a video about it one time.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. Well, this song is called Not Tonight.
want emotion, then girl, where have you been? Cause lately my emotions lie on a bed of sin, and I'll try to keep you in my dreams. Emotions come, emotions go, and so it seems that I'll try to meet you there. That's a little lie, but baby, I'm not scared tonight.
By S.T.R. Not Tonight. So do you guys have any albums?
Yes.
How many albums have you guys?
Well, we have 2 EPs. First one was with our original lineup, which we won't go too much into the original lineup. It's kind of a taboo subject. But it was with our original lineup. Nothing you can catch. The football game still. Oh, look at that. The Bears are losing. Greg from Kill Those.
I'm happy as fuck right now.
Fuck the Bears. Yeah, that was done with the first lineup. And we recorded a whole LP for that. We had 12 songs that we did, and only 5 of them were good enough to give to the
Yeah.
Not because of they were poorly written or anything like that, but just because they didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
For reasons that we'll leave undiscussed.
Right, I love that.
Yeah. And, well, and what we did is, like, instead of throwing away everything on that, we took the best 5, and that was On the Break EP. And that's the one with the skull on it, with the nails and the skull and everything like that. And it has The Side of Me, Back to the Drawing Board, Calling. We did an Operation Ivy cover because Ryan and I love Ivy. And we did another song called Asshole Everything. So that was our first EP, so to speak, and that came out in 2010. Then we recorded our second EP, which is the Demon Cat demo, which is a very boring story. I took a picture of the cat, and the lens flare made his eyes all. So I put him on the front cover, and that's how we have the Demon Cat EP.
Nice.
Yeah, and that has Not Tonight, it has a reggae, kind of reggae-ish song called Shallow, and surprisingly, a lot of people know the lyrics too. Like, it's cool it's almost cool to play that live only because there's so many people that sing along to it now. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to say. And we have another song on that EP, which is called High Speed Chicken Feed, which we're going to perform for you relatively soon.
Tonight.
Tonight.
That's happening here?
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Yes.
That was the last song.
Yeah, it's going to happen here. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to perform that one next. But yeah, that's one, and you can explain that song. Yeah.
Are we playing that next one right now?
No, we're not playing that next. Okay, wait till
That is very
So those are those 2 EPs. We're working on another one right now, and the reason we started the new EP was because the back one can't approach all my bands, and it's like, I need a song for the next con. So we were just like, instead of we wanted to get some more new material out there, like material from the LP that didn't make the cut. We've been wanting to re-record that with Dre and Alex for a very long time now. It's fucking weird. Yeah, right? So, that pretty much got us like, well, why don't we just do another EP, because it's been a year since we did the Demon Cat EP. So now we have a new one coming out, hopefully by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Depending on how, just with time restraints, like I've had a lot of personal shit I've had to deal with recently. It's kind of putting all the bands on hold.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have that out to you by the end of the year. I don't know what we're going to call it, the new EP. Right now it's called the Me, You, and Your Mom EP, but I don't think that's going to stick. It might. But yeah, it's got some tracks that we play live all the time. It's got some new tracks that we haven't played live yet. So
Yeah.
we're just constantly moving forward. I like the fact that we're putting out at least something every year. We don't want to go stagnant and just like have an EP once every like 5 years or something.
Right. Yeah.
It's kinda, so yeah, we have multiple things. You can download them all on Bandcamp. strmusic.bandcamp.com. They're all free. Please do that.
Do it.
Do it. If not, that's cool too, but I would appreciate it if you do. I
No,
mean,
it's not cool at all.
it's fucking free. If you don't like it, delete it. I mean, shit.
Right.
That's what S.T.R is doing. We're just doing that and gigging right now. I'd love to record more. Like, the cool thing is, in S.T.R, like Ryan and I have a bunch of DIY recording experience, and you, Mister, you're a professional or some shit.
I went to college for music recording and production, and
Really?
I helped produce Mariah
You were a
Carey.
backup singer?
No, I got to mix a little bit of a song,
That's pretty badass. That's awesome.
but
Regardless, if it's Mariah Carey or if it was Yanni, it's awesome.
I got my degree and everything, but my
That's
degree doesn't mean anything because I was taught back when analog was still the thing and now everything's digital. So
Oh, goddamn it.
my diploma means nothing.
Well, it means something to us. I mean, we
Well,
use a lot of that knowledge there. But
Yeah.
Because we're not picky assholes like the fucking industry. But
I think what's cool about us is like, I mean, punk's naturally DIY, so what's more DIY than just making your fucking record?
Right? Or because that tape.
Yeah. Well, ours is digital.
Oh, yeah.
Everything we do is digital, so we could put it on whatever medium we
yeah,
want.
apparently since I went to college for analog, I can still do digital, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Actually, that's another thing. Like Ryan and I were looking at starting another project, which is actually like recording for bands, like help you get a demo out for cheap.
Yeah.
Like we're like Broke as Fuck Record Studios is kind of the name we're going for.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
bands
what
are
I'm
broke as fuck.
Are you broke as fuck?
Because we're broke as fuck, and we'd like to take what little money you have and give you a shitty demo. That's our advertising right there. No, actually, well, I mean, you know, we have all this knowledge and I have all the equipment, so the way I learned how to record was I just sat at home and just kept recording myself over and over again. Like, during that 4 years that I didn't play in a band, I basically just recorded like a ton of songs and just tweaked them until I knew what to do. And then when I met him and found out that he was on a Mariah Carey album, I was just like, oh god damn.
I moved a few knobs and
You did Finch too, weren't you part of the Finch? Like,
Yeah,
the
I
What It
did.
Is to Burn album, I think.
Yeah,
You were on that.
I'm
For anyone that ever heard of that band, if you
I helped to mix
10 years ago, they were something.
helped mix the demo,
Yeah.
and they liked my mix enough that they pretty much kept it the same. The demo version I had a hand in it, but
Nice. It's really cool. Bragging rights.
Yeah. So this is Ice Beach Cave. And this is actually a faster song, so we had to rework it. And it surprisingly, we feel it turned out well enough that we might record it for the EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we might have an acoustic song on that album.
Nice.
So, oh god, here it comes. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
fucked out mind is a funny thing. It's always on the go. You count me out of line, and away we go. Yeah, you know, the pain, cut my life, cut my mind, cut the strain, cut the pain, cut my life, and cut my mind.
Nice. All right. Michael Boyd and Ryan Ferguson of S.T.R. everybody. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah,